Hello everyone and welcome to the tutorial of this month's upgrade box. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to paint two cute sceneries on this vertical paper format. The first painting is going to be a cityscape with a pink sunset sky, and for this we're going to take our blue acrylic and our white and pink gouache and mix all these together. Now, I personally love to use acrylic colors with gouache colors because this way we can use the two different characteristics these colors have to our advantage. For example, acrylics are not reactivatable with water, so they completely stay in place when they are dry, whereas gouache can be reactivated with water, and this way it can still move around a little bit when it's dry. So yeah, for the sky we're gonna mix together like a ultramarine color with the blue and a little bit of pink and white. And the further down towards the horizon we get in the painting, the more pink I'm gonna use in my color mixture to create a nice gradient towards pink. To create this cloudy look of the sky, just go in with random brush strokes of purple and pink tones, just to give it the sky a little bit more texture. But like I said, always make sure to go more pink towards the horizon and more purple towards the top of the painting. Okay, so now to paint the buildings and the street, I just mix together some blue, pink, and black, and make sure to always change up your mixture a little bit when it comes to painting the different buildings, because we don't want to have like a full flat look of the same color. We want the buildings to look different and to vary in color, so mix in a little bit more pink or a little bit more blue, or make it darker with more black. Unfortunately, my camera died in the middle of painting this, but I only realized when the painting was already completely finished, so I'm really, really sorry about that. But what I basically did here was paint the streets and some cars, and for details at the end I just put in some white dots and maybe some red or green dots for street lights, city lights, all of that. And in the end I also added a car into the foreground just to fill up the emptiness that I felt was going on there. Okay, so now that we're done with the first painting, we're gonna head straight to the second painting, which is gonna be a cute little mountainscape with some grass fields and a path in the foreground. To create the sky, I mixed together a light blue color with the blue acrylic and white gouache. And then I'm gonna fade this into yellow towards the horizon. And to mix the colors together, I'm gonna use some pure white gouache to get this gradient nice and clean. I don't usually like to mix both colors directly together on the paper, because that way we would grade like a middle tone between the two colors, which in that case would be green, and we obviously don't want to have a green undertone or middle tone going on in our sky here. So I'm just gonna mix the two colors together with white in between. For the mountains, I mixed together some blue, white, and yellow. And remember, the further something is away, the more pale it appears. And here I was trying to give the mountains a kind of foggy atmosphere by just adding some lighter colors on top of the mountains, and even finish it up with like some white in the end. To give the mountains a little bit more texture, I just went in with some white and like painted random like little strokes on the mountains basically. This could be snow, or it can be like just overall stone texture of the mountains, whatever you prefer. For the grass fields in the middle and foreground, I just mixed together some the blue acrylic and yellow gouache. Remember again, the further something is away, the more blue it appears also. So the grass fields right in front of the mountains, I painted them with a little bit more blue in my mixture, whereas the grass field right in the foreground, I added some more yellow tones to the mixture, and even some pink tones here and there. Also, the grass right in the foreground appears much darker than in the back. That's why I put more pink into my mixture. I didn't use black for this painting because I wanted to show you how to paint a picture with depth even without black. So if you want to create a dark tone, always just basically mix all the colors you have together. That way you can achieve this muddy kind of dark color, which I, like I said, did for the foreground. I mixed together yellow, blue, and pink. And I also put this darker muddy color anywhere where I would want to have more depth. For the path in the foreground, I mixed together some white, yellow, and pink to create this like coral, peachy, orangey color. And to paint the shadows that the grass would throw onto the path, I just added some more pink and here and there some more blue. And here you can see me just finishing off the grass by painting individual blades of grass with some very light green. That way you can give the illusion of the grass being very natural and more realistic. All right, now on to the most fun part, in my opinion, which is adding flowers. I love to add flowers to my sceneries in the end. So here I'm just gonna paint some cute tiny white flowers, and I paint them a little bit more detailed when they are in the foreground. But the further they are away, I basically just only put like little white dots onto the painting. And we are done. I really hope you learned something with this tutorial and enjoyed my little painting session. Take care and keep creating. Bye!